Word up, Georgia Japan here. You know, there's a lot of good TV over the New Year's. A couple days ago, I was watching this show. It's about the top 25 Japanese products that foreign tourists buy. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty interesting, but unfortunately, I couldn't actually see the whole thing, and my HDR over here is kind of screwing up, so I couldn't record it. But I did find the results online, but I thought it might be kind of fun to try and guess the top 10, because I guess, yeah, well, you know, I'm a gaijin. I was a tourist once. Maybe I can figure it out. If you want to join in, you know, you could pause the video, just leave what you think would be on the top 10 in the comments. It doesn't have to be 10 items, I guess it's kind of hard to think of 10, but I'm going to try to think of what I think the top 10 is going to be. And I need some paper. Got my paper over here. It's novelty goods, actually. My daughter's ripped it apart, actually. Let's rip off a piece. It's starting to feel like a test. Took longer than I thought, but yeah, I got my list. I should probably read it. Like number 10, you know, like the anime figures, the kind of collectible stuff like that. Number 9, I don't know, idol goods, right? Posters, music. I know there's a huge fandom of that. I'm not really so into it, but I'm gonna guess that they'd place in the top 10. After that, manga, you know, the typical otaku stuff. That's gotta be on there. Number 7, I put clothes. I guess Uniqlo is expanding around the world, but I don't know, I always see a bunch of people in there just buying a bunch of like pretty cheap clothes. I guess there's also some other Japanese brands like Muji. They sell a whole bunch of other stuff, really high quality things at a pretty reasonable price. But I don't see so many tourists in there. After that, I think like Japan only games. This, I guess, could expand into like retro games as well, like the old type of games that were only released in Japan, just like only the Japanese version. I'm sure that's pretty popular. Even with recent games, if there's a Japan-only release, which I guess is really rare now, but I think it'd be up there on the list. After that, I put sake. I live in Kyushu, you know, we got a lot of shochu. I see it like Tokyo Hands. You can buy like these mini sake bottles. So if you wanted to try like a variety of sake, you could just buy the tiny bottles and try a little bit of everything. For my number 4 spot, I just put expensive snacks. And if I had to give an example, like the premium Kit Kats, I figure the Kit Kat store is a really popular place. I wouldn't know because the only one in Kyushu was closed. It's a bad decision, Kit Kat. But yeah, probably those premium Kit Kats and the crazy variety of Kit Kats. That's gotta be on the list. At number 3, I put facial masks. I don't know, I still see these for sale. I know they were like really popular at one point. I'm guessing they're still popular. Maybe. For my number 2, I put snacks again, but like cheaper snacks. Like the regular kind of snacks that you can just get at the drugstore. These like any one of these cheaper kind of snacks, I figure they gotta be on the list. And my number 1 item that I think is gonna be on the list are masks. No, not like funny masks, but these regular, you know, for your health. The drugstore masks. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the number 1 item because whenever I go to the drugstore, I always see a lot of Chinese tourists and guarantee I see them picking up these masks. Like a lot of them. That's what I think the top 10 is gonna be. Let's see if I got anything right. The link to this full list will be in the description. Number 10, Sada ball pens. Yeah, actually, I buy these. They're really good. It's not what I used here, but they're pretty good pens. Yeah. No, I would recommend buying these. A couple of years back, I recommended a bunch of my friends that were visiting to buy these Frixon pens, the erasable pens. They're pretty good. But yeah, these Sada pens. If too much ink comes out, you'll end up smudging it. But these Sada pens, they give out just the right amount of ink and they dry. The ink dries really quickly so that it doesn't smudge, doesn't get on your hands. Yeah, Sada pens. I recommend them. It's number 9. Am I reading that kanji right? I only know that from Monster Hunter. Shinju. Pearls! Pearls from Mii. I guess having a good set of pearls is common practice worldwide. I don't really know. Pearls. That was unexpected. Number 8, Tabi shoes. Tabi. That's good. From Kyoto, of course. They got some real cool designs. Typically, Tabi is just for like manual labor, Like, you always see construction workers wear them. I guess they're getting really popular with foreign tourists. Heck, I want some. Just under $100, so yeah, that's not too bad. Number 7. Oh, masks. Specifically this type of mask, apparently, because it fits really well and is really breathable. Yeah, it says right here, very popular with Chinese tourists. But, oh man, that was my number 1. Oh, it's number 7. I knew it would be on the list, just not that low. Number 6. Shrine charms. Shrine charms of how did I not know? Of course, shrine charms. Jeez. Shrine charms, everybody buys those. That's the most obvious one. It says here there's 40 different charms sold at the Asakusa Shrine. Gotta catch them all, right? Do have several good luck charms for happy marriage and health. I was gonna buy a lot of them, but my wife said it'll decrease its effect. I think she just wanted me to save money, but I'll believe that. Number 5. Wow, I would not have seen that coming. Never. Okinawa salt. Yes, that's the sea salt. If I ever manage to get down to Okinawa, I'll buy it. I want to try it out, see what's so special about it. Number 4. Toothbrush. Really? Specifically this one, the Systema. It gets the pockets between the gums and the teeth really well. Okay, I'll buy that. Try it out. Number 3. Oh! Ginza Kit Kats. Yeah, there it is, Kit Kats. Special edition Kit Kats, the original flavors. Oh, there's a cafe in the shop. That's cool. Okay, Kit Kats, that counts. I just said expensive snacks, but it counts. Check. So yeah, they do have them in Ginza. They have several in Tokyo. I'm sure they have them in Osaka, but they don't have them in Kyushu. They did have one in Fukuoka, but it was closed. I forget when it was closed. Actually, a lot of stuff doesn't make it down to Kyushu. Burger King finally came, was it like a year or 2 ago? We don't have a Wendy's yet. Krispy Kreme came down 3 years ago? That was a big thing for us. I'm still waiting for Taco Bell. When Taco Bell gets here, I'll be pretty happy. Number 2. Oh! Akihabara's retro games. Yeah. Retro games. Japan. I said Japan only games, but that counts. Check. Super Potato. Akihabara 10. That's the really popular retro gaming place. I haven't been to Akihabara in 14 years. I really should go back there. Okay. Now for the number 1. Sapporo Classic Beer? Sapporo Beer, really? That's number 1? Oh yeah, there's the Sapporo Beer Museum. That's the one that gets the 300,000 visitors a year from overseas, and I guess they sell a lot of this Sapporo classic beer. But that can't be like a souvenir. Can you bring beer onto a plane? I don't know. Seems like a lot of hassle to bring beer cans like in your luggage. My guess as to why it's number 1 is probably while they're staying in Sapporo, they must be buying a lot of this Sapporo Classic. I mean, they're not like taking it home. They're not bringing it back to their country. Anyway, so yeah, that was the top 10 list. Again, link in the description if you want to see the full thing. Can I count the beer as sake? I give myself like half a check. Half a check for that. So I got like 3.5 out of the 10. Anyway. So yeah, that's about the end. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, have a glorious day.